Welcome back, dear viewers, and you are still watching our special edition of Cairo Local Time and special coverage to President Fattah al-Sisi's current visit to Paris, where he is participating in Paris International Conference on Libya. And today we are joined by Dr. Hassan Shabaan, a political analyst. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon to you.
So, sir, tell us about the significance of Egypt's participation to Paris International Conference on Libya, especially that it came in response to an invitation of French President Emmanuel Macron in light of strong relations between Egypt and France.
You see, the situation in the Mediterranean in general, and especially in Libya, actually made this visit very important to both sides, Egyptians and French. You see, the situation in Libya is as follows. We have an election, a presidential election, that was planned to take place on the 24th of this coming December, right before Christmas. And all the parties, international parties and local parties, really approved this date. Recently, some parties in Libya started to try to put obstructions around these elections, actually, try to postpone it, try to cancel it, whatever it is. So it became very important that Egypt and France should consult and share, the information both sides have. Egypt is a neighboring country to Libya, and we have a lot of interest in the stability and the integrity of Libya. The foreign forces, as well as the mercenaries in Libya, are forming a great threat to us. And also, the French think that in light of the presence of these forces, whether it's a mercenary or Turkish or Russian, all of these foreign entities should leave Libya because the elections will not really run into a peaceful and democratic and transparent way unless all the foreign forces are out of Libya. So we are consulting, or the Egyptian president and the French president are consulting one another and putting all the alternatives and the possibilities on the table and observe very closely what's happening in the coming months to reach a happy ending, because I think everybody wants to see a united Libya and safeguard the Libyan people.
So, sir, also, if we talk about Egyptian-French relations, as the president is also expected to hold series of meetings with senior French officials to discuss ways of enhancing cooperation in economic, commercial, investment, military fields between the two countries. How do you see the French-Egyptian relations at this stage?
Well, of course, we've always really enjoyed, as Egyptians, we've always enjoyed excellent relations with France. The foreign politics that France is following is very close to what we are following. The Egyptian government is following the same attitude, foreign policy attitude. We are very wise, both sides enjoy the political wisdom required, and we don't have really special interest or personal interest in anything. So we are very neutral toward all the problems. We cooperate economically. France have a lot of investments in Egypt. On the military side, we have military maneuvers every now and then, and training in the naval forces, and also France have a huge investment in the oil industry in Egypt. I think we have a lot to discuss, especially fighting terrorism in Africa. France have a presence in the south of Sahara of Libya, and there is a lot of radical groups in this area. And I think Egypt and France are working hand in hand to fight terrorism, before it escalates once more.
Yes, I'd like to thank you, Mr. Hassan Shabaan, a political analyst. Thank you, sir, for being with us. And the viewers, short break, and we'll be back, so stay tuned.